Hi, I'm Sam Smeltzer, and I'm the founder of the Heart Center. And we are devoted to healing that cultivates balance within your work and life. As I say that phrase, I have to kind of check myself because I think about my personal journey getting to this level of clarity. Because when I started my business about 8 years ago, I had no idea that I would be in the wellness arena, the well being arena. I had no idea that I'd be talking about this concept of balance. My business launched as Leadership Arts Associates, and I basically entered after being in the corporate environment as an HR professional that was devoted to culture, devoted to engagement, yet finding myself continually disengaging from my work. It didn't matter how great the job was, how flexible the position was, the benefits, the autonomy. Like, I still found myself looking for more. And one of the pieces that I did run into was just being told about how there are just kind of these political office based systems that limit our ability to be catalysts of change. And I went into human resources. I wanted to work with people because I wanted to be part of making the workplace a better place for people. I mean, that's where this all started for me. Late 2014, um, talking and venting with my husband, he gently nudged me to go out on my own and take some time to figure out the answer to these things that were bothering me. And, being in my early 30s, thinking, how will I have the answers to these things that some of my mentors and colleagues who have been in the industry for so long don't know? And it hasn't changed. Maybe it's not possible. Regardless, I took the leap of faith. I started this HR consulting business, basically just doing what I knew to sustain while I figured out what I had to really offer the world, and was really dedicated to finding out if I had something special to give to the world. And if not, then I wasn't going to continue this entrepreneurial journey. What ended up happening is I found myself going through a massive personal, intimate healing journey that led me through psychology, that led me through sociology, that led me through spirituality. And I learned tips and tricks and tools that made a lot of sense. But it wasn't until I went to this random open house at a local holistic center, sat in front of a tarot reader for the very first time in my life, had a $20 reading where she shared with me that what I have been seeking and what I have been missing is medical Qigong. I didn't know how to spell it. I didn't know how to say it. So, as most of us who don't, that's okay. Regardless, she asked for my business card, and by that following Monday, connected me to my teacher, which is Ted O'Brien in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. I went into medical Qigong training pretty blind, had no idea what it was, and then it turned out being a modality that changed my life. Chinese medicine in itself deals with looking at the body from an energetic perspective. They make the argument that from a Western medicine perspective, we're looking at just the biology, the physical body, whereas Eastern medicine modalities are looking at what makes the body come alive, what happens when the soul incarnates in the body. These energy meridians that you will see on these typical acupuncture dolls, like this one here, demonstrate the way that energy pumps and flows through our body like blood, um, giving us life, giving us passion. And it was this concept, this idea of taking care of our energy, that allowed me to have this epiphany of this is what is missing. We are never taught how to care for our energy. And what gets stuck in our energetic field? Emotions, thoughts, the deep inner work. So, around self confidence and doubting ourselves, our fear of the future. These are the things we're talking about in taking care of your energy. And what I loved about Qigong is that it taught me a way to remove those stagnations, remove those imbalances, all these emotions that I had suppressed because I thought they made me stronger. I was able to hold on to the wisdom and move the trauma, the emotional stagnation out of the body. And it was this framework that led me to realize this is what we need. This is why we're all facing burnout in the professional world. It's because uh, we don't have the capacity anymore. We've filled our energy levels up with muck and slime, and we've had no way to get rid of it. We talk about, from a nutrition and a detox perspective, physically moving things, but what about things that are living at an energetic level? What about those trapped emotions? Why do we eat our feelings? Is there another way? And I can tell you that there is. And so now I'm devoted to taking this healing concept to the workplace, looking at wellness and well being in a whole new way, and really believing that if we can heal, we can change the workplace and it can be a win win across the board. What I can say is community is the whole reason that my business exists today. As I just kind of mentioned, the last 8 years have been a combination of my personal healing that has been kind of like a roller coaster as I've released emotions and grown and evolved and gone down these non-traditional paths. And whether you want to say my clients, my friends, my coworkers, the staff, the team, the ever evolution that has been at my business has supported, and I've been surrounded by this community that now we openly embrace. We talk to our clients as fellow heart workers, which is what I like to call them, and we're constantly trying to evolve our services and our offerings to meet what the community needs. That's 110% how everything is designed within the business, is when we see a need. Here's this really beautiful story from one of our staff meetings, when we recently got data looking at educational offerings and recognizing that there was this huge gap in knowledge around some HR foundational information. We evolved from a HR consulting firm and now have turned into healing and have really tried to prioritize that healing work and not fall distracted or kind of go on detours with the HR knowledge based work. And so it's very quick that our response is, okay, well, that's a need there. What does that mean for our current offerings? And my team paused and said, I just don't think it's aligned with our mission that we've identified a need in our community and that we're not going to do something to address that need. And I think that's more core at our mission work here. And, we have a why statement. We have a cause that we function by, which aligns with all of our clients, which is basically we believe that the healing and growth of people matter. And anything that falls in that bucket, that is what the Heart Center is doing and serving. Right now, we're focusing on healing individuals, predominantly in burnout because of the current climate. Who knows what's going to be in the next 10 years? I'm just along for the ride, here to help people keep growing and evolving. And I'm incredibly blessed to be surrounded by a team and a community that believes the same thing. So that's a little bit about the evolution of the Heart Center. Thank you so much for taking a moment and learning and listening. And as always, if you have any additional questions, don't hesitate to reach out. We love to have conversations and we love to hear from you, because once again, it's the community that's the whole reason why I do everything that I do every single day. That's the whole reason why anybody on my team does anything every single day. And so those are the moments that make all of this worthwhile. Thank you.